So here we are in Stencyl, and this crocodile represents our good guy, the playable character. We are going to make a jump correction. So the first thing we have to do is get to our palette. Now, within our tabs, we have something called attributes. So we have to create an attribute. Create an attribute. We're going to call this on ground. So you must select the type. It has to be set to a Boolean. A Boolean is a true-false statement. In this case, on or off, true or false. So we're either on the ground or off the ground. Click OK, and here it shows up Boolean getters on the ground. If we click setters, it switches to set on ground to. There's a blank that we can fill in. So you have getters and setters. Important to remember where these are located. So what we'll do first is go over to add event and add a collision to the crocodile. Select member of group. So what we're going to tell the crocodile when self, and self applies to the croc because we're under the croc tab, hits an actor of, let's select choose group and say tiles. When self hits an actor of tiles, using our attribute setters, set on ground to comparison true. So now we have to go back to our, let's call this first on ground, and we'll go over to jump. And what we have to do is somehow connect being on the ground with tiles and jumping as being off the ground. So what we will say is if up is down, we have to modify this code now, and we can just click on flow, and so we have to pull this code, this block out, put it in front of the and. Now we need an equals for comparison. If up is down, and I'm going to put true over here. Go back to my attributes and select getters. If on ground is true, set Y speed to -40. Then we're going to add the setter, and we're going to say set on ground to, click this tab, comparison, false. So what this means is if up is being pressed and your crocodile is on the ground, you're going to jump at this speed. And as soon as you're in the air, on the ground will be false. And you can only jump if on the ground is true. And our collision here establishes what on the ground is. So let's test our game. And we should be able to not air jump. So I'm holding the up key, and the crocodile goes up, falls down, and goes around in a loop. I can only jump when I'm touching the tile.